23.
For Christ's sake. Here it is. 2007. 2007 was a rather revolutionary year for many reasons. Radiohead released an album that could be sold at any price, which pissed off the big music executive people up at the top. One of the most overrated bands in the world released another album, and Dizzy Rascal stopped being good. Also, Formula 1 started again to make us feel really bad about the pinnacle of motorsport isn't even a quarter as entertaining as any other form of motorsport. I guess I'm not a quote-unquote real fan then, am I? The 2007 season saw a lot of changes in terms of who was driving where. In the McLaren camp, two-time Formula 1 world champion Fernando Alonso took Kimi Raikkonen's place, and with him was the completely unknown and always will be newcomer Lewis Hamilton. In the Ferrari camp, Kimi Raikkonen and Felipe Massa took their spots in the hope that maybe they could be in for a chance of winning a world championship. Oh, did I mention that Michael Schumacher isn't racing in F1 anymore? Yeah, that happened. Those Ferrari arseholes preferred the non-personality Finn over the greatest driver of all time. Absolutely maddening. And those are all the important driver changes this season. No, I'm being serious here. Nobody else mattered. Barrichello stopped being relevant after Austria 2002, and everyone else is either a newcomer or someone who's been in the sport for 10 years and hasn't won anything significant. That's the cold hard truth. So let's get started on this season, shall we? Pre-season testing was a 2-on-2 showdown between the Ferraris and the McLarens, but for Australia, Kimi Raikkonen got pole position, followed by Fernando Alonso, Nick Heidfeld, Lewis Hamilton, Robert Kubica and Giancarlo Fisichella, while Felipe Massa stuck at the back of the grid due to an engine change penalty. Not a bad way to start the season on Ferrari's side, is it? So here we are, for the start of the 2007 season, the Australian Grand Prix is go! Raikkonen has a great start and so does Nick Heidfeld, while Hamilton and Kubica are fighting for position, but Kubica manages to get through. Not before Hamilton manages to brake 1,000 metres early and take the position back. You're seeing it right, folks. A Sauber is ahead of both the McLarens. It really has come to this. Oh, and I know they have BMW as their thing, but no, nobody cares. Meanwhile, at the back, Anthony Davidson makes contact with one of the Spiker cars and is nearly launched in the air a la Ralf Schumacher style. To think this guy would ultimately become a world endurance champion, and a Le Mans winner, for at least a little bit anyway. Look how fucking awful that car looks. I know you have literally no sponsors, but you could at least not be arseholes about it. No Earth dreams are going to save you at this point, is it? This little shot of the Ferrari of Felipe Massa being behind both of the Honda cars is only going to happen once this entire season. I just want to make sure that everyone watching knows about this. The Ferrari's not crap, the Hondas are. Is that clear enough? Good. Christian Albers, trying to somersault like Schumacher but failing miserably, goes out at the Australian Grand Prix. Considering this is the Spiker we're talking about here, we'd be better off not rubbing it in their faces. They've put in a lot of work with little payoff. To make things slightly more bearable, here's Barrichello actually overtaking someone, albeit the Honda of Jenson Button. But at least this is actually a driver he's overtaken on his own. You don't see that in Ferrari, do you? Jesus Christ, Massa. Does it really take this long to overtake one of the slowest cars on the field? How bad are you? Only 90s kid. Remember these tyres. Even if you went back and watched this review, you still wouldn't know the name. Only 90s kid remembers. I thought I'd never see the day where I would actively be condemning Ferrari winning this race. I never thought I'd see the day. Raikkonen pits and now Fernando Alonso leads the race, with Hamilton sitting in second. This is alright. I like it. Meanwhile, Jarno Trulli gets pushed wide by one of the Renaults. No, I don't actually know who it is because the live feed doesn't tell me who it is, but thanks for asking anyway. Alonso pits, goes out and is just behind Hamilton as they both come into the first corner. Keep that in mind that this is Lewis's first race. He's slowly becoming this decade's Jacques Villeneuve. Meanwhile, Jenson Button has a drive-through penalty for speeding in the pit lane. Yes, you heard right. One of the slowest cars on the grid got a drive-through penalty for speeding in the pit lane. I'm just going to bang my head on the wall for a few minutes. I'll be right back. Ah, Scott Speed. Surely the most unluckiest surnames to ever come out of Formula 1. How sad. Raikkonen pits again, and now Lewis Hamilton is in the lead of the race, much to the celebrations of everyone who just wants someone to sport that isn't Michael Schumacher. Or Valentino Rossi. Meanwhile, Adrian Sutil goes wide, and David Coulthard does the exact same thing behind him. I believe that Coulthard should just stop racing. It's just downhill after leaving McLaren. Holy fucking shit! David, what the hell was that? That was suicidal, man! You nearly decapitated Alex Wirtz. I'm starting to get worried now. We'll need a miracle to keep these drivers' heads in shape. Like some sort of magical halo to shine down and protect them. Kimi Raikkonen crosses the line to win the Australian Grand Prix, with Fernando Alonso second and Lewis Hamilton in third. Let's see him cross the line first. There we go. Now we can finish this episode.